Hey, guess what, kids? It's time for another word balloon moment, and here I'm out in the street right in front of Challengers Comics on Western Avenue, and I'm with Mike Norton, my pal, and
hi, everybody.
It's good to see you. Look at the camera when you're talking,
All right.
my friend. There you go. Good. So, Green Arrow, the work continues with, as the car drives by, it's a big semi. Green Arrow, Andrew Kreisberg
Yes.
is your writer. All's going well with Andrew?
Yeah, sure. It's picking up. We're building all our own new bad guys. I think Merlin was the only regular cast guy we had, and everybody else has been original Andrew Mike creations. So it's trying to beef up some of Green Arrow's and Black Canary's rogues gallery, if you will. So we're doing a story about kind of doing like retrofitting in an old character, basically making up an old character for him to fight. So
excellent.
Building up a little history there too.
Yeah, not a big rogues gallery for Green Arrow, is it?
Well, it's not. Well, we actually mentioned it in the book a little bit. He's got some, but they're kind of ridiculous.
Kind of goofy.
We had Cupid kill them all off.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I love Cupid, by the way. I think that's a great character.
She's kind of a love it or hate it kind of gal, you know. It's like we wanted to give him somebody that has that. I mean, it's just fun to watch a character like I mean, I won't even mince words, like the Joker, who just doesn't gleefully evil, you know, and that's how she is. I mean, she's just whack-a-doodle.
And hot.
And hot. Well, of course.
You drawn her well.
So
she's a pretty girl.
She's Murdoch crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like 18, like she makes you laugh kind of crazy.
And what's it like doing the co-features now? Because you're doing the art for both.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I mean, is it because they're kind of more intertwined, being that it's Green Arrow, Black Canary?
A lot of the co-features, you'll have a book like Titans, and then the backup will be Ravager, which, I mean, they have a connection, but one doesn't necessarily have to do with the other, and same with Booster and Beetle.
Right.
But because they are connected in some way, you can play a little bit with the connection between the characters, and if you want, say, hey, like I can say that some of the stuff in the Beetle co-features are going to come out of the Booster stories, and the Green Arrow Black Canaries are like they're like the epitome of all that, because they are married, the stories definitely combine. I mean, a lot of the ones we're doing are almost straight continuations of the main story, only we're focusing on Black Canary, and they're not necessarily the co-feature is all Black Canary. Sometimes they're switching up. Sometimes the main feature is Black Canary. The next issue is going to be 20 pages of Black Canary and only 10 for Green Arrow. So it's fun to do that. I think it's I mean, a lot of people thought of it as like a stunt, but I really like the way they do that. I mean, I wish DC's had a long history of having backups, and I think something that they should bring back. It definitely is more bang for the buck.
Absolutely, it's added value. When it's time to collect it, will it be one cohesive story then, including Green Arrow?
From what they tell me, they're going to collect I think because they change from book to book, I think the Green Arrow Black Canary stuff will be all together. I think the Blue Beetle stuff is going to be collected on its own.
Sure.
But you can't quote me on that because I'm not exactly sure. But that's from what I heard, those are the plans for those kind of features. So.
Happy to be doing this Blue Beetle. I know you're a huge fan of Ted's, and tell me about Jaime.
I like Jaime too. Jaime Reyes is an awesome character. You know, since I'm not drawing Gravity anymore, that's the closest thing to Gravity that I got. And young superheroes that enjoy being superheroes, I like drawing that. I mean, I love reading that too. I was a big fan of the book before I started reading. Obviously, I was going to read it because of Ted Kord being my favorite character ever, and the idea that, I mean, I'm not going to lie, the idea of doing Blue Beetle, the first thing I said was, can we put Ted in this? But,
what is the edict? Is it about stick with Jaime, or?
I'm not going to say.
All right, fair enough. I'm not going to tell you.
I'm not going to tell you. That'll at least
wait and see.
Wait and see.
There you go.
It's mostly Jaime, and I'm happy with that. I like him. He's got a fantastic supporting cast, and it's just fun to draw.
And how's it working with Matt Sturgis?
Sturgis is great. His scripts are fantastic. I just saw Gail Simone last week, and I was telling her, this Blue Beetle stuff is a lot like the Atom stuff that we were doing together. It's just big and fun and bombastic, and it's big and fun, but it's not like Michael Bay big and fun where you just kind of feel your IQ dropping while you're reading it. It's witty fun, so I really like that.
Excellent.
That's my favorite stuff to read, and it's my favorite stuff to draw. So.
Cool. In closing, you were just at the Superman celebration down in Metropolis, Illinois. And tell me about that experience. That's the first time you were down there.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I've tried to make it a couple times, but this is the first time I actually got down there. It's crazy. It's like a whole city taken over by Superman. I mean, they gave me like a plaque and all kinds of stuff. You feel like a hero there, I really enjoyed it. I'll probably go back again, and they really turn out for that, man. It's awesome, and you're there loving comics and working in comics, and you know that there are people that are into the same stuff, but you never think that you're going to take over an entire town. And that's exactly what happens for like 4 days out of the year.
Sounds cool, man. Well, we'll be watching you in the books on the magazine racks, and of course listening to you online with the Crankcast, one of my favorite podcasts. Nice face, but it's true. The Crankcast.net. You and Chris Crank do a great job.
We recorded it out here on the street.
Excellent, man. It's like street beef.
We're from the street.
There you go, man. But no, I wanted to take a moment and say hey with you, and I'm sure we'll be talking more as the summer progresses, and I'll be bothering you on the phone and in comic book stores like Challengers.
Word.
Thanks for talking, man.
Yeah, you too.